Finnegan's Flyer is the newest flat ride at Busch Gardens Williamsburg. This S&S Screamin Swing opened in 2019, and it will have you soaring high above the Celtic coast, and in this video, I will be reviewing this attraction. S&S unveiled the Screamin Swing in 2004. This is a giant pneumatic-powered swing ride. From 2004 to 2011, S&S built 19 of these attractions. But sales have slowed down at this point. Screamin Swings are among the most expensive flat rides. The smaller models are often upcharges, while the larger models cost roughly $5 to $6 million. That is an expense many small parks are not willing to spend. They would rather purchase a small roller coaster for that price. This makes the larger Screamin Swings a premium flat ride you don't often see. Most of these flat rides were built in the United States, but some were built overseas. Before Finnegan's Flyer opened in 2019, the most recent Screamin Swing had been built in Japan in 2014. But Finnegan's Flyer may signal a resurgence for the Screamin Swing. Many US chains purchase multiple Screamin Swings for all their parks. Cedar Fair purchased 4, Fun Spot purchased 3, Hershey purchased 2, and Palace purchased 2 as well. And the Busch SeaWorld parks may be doing the same thing. Finnegan's Flyer was the first Screamin Swing the chain added, but there are rumors that both Busch Gardens Tampa and SeaWorld San Antonio could be adding their own version of this ride in the near future. And that's fine by me because these are some of my favorite flat rides. Finnegan's Flyer is located in the Ireland section of Busch Gardens Williamsburg, and this ride has an excellent location. It's built on a hillside adjacent to the Killarney Bridge. The ride alone is 80 feet or 24 meters tall, but it feels even taller since you swing out over the hill. According to Google Earth, the drop-off from the ride platform to the bottom of this hill is roughly 36 feet or 11 meters. While this isn't quite as severe of an elevation change as the Giant Canyon swing at Glenwood Caverns, it definitely adds a lot to the experience and helps it stand out from the other Screamin Swings. The ride itself doesn't really have any theming, but it does look nice with its commanding presence on the hill and its fresh green and orange paint scheme. Unlike a lot of the Screamin Swings that run just one side, Finnegan's Flyer ran both sides of my visits to Busch Gardens. This made the attraction no more than a 10 to 15 minute wait. One thing to note is that this ride often opens a half hour before the rest of the park. Ireland is used as a staging area for the morning rope drop, so you can often get a few rides in this attraction before anything else opens. Finnegan's Flyer seats 32 riders across the 2 arms, and I strongly recommend sitting on the side closest to the entrance. This will allow you to look down the hillside during the ride swings. The staff will honor this request and allow you to wait an extra cycle if all the seats in the side are taken. This ride has the same restraints as the other Screamin Swings. It's a lap bar that swivels out from the side and lowers downwards. These restraints are extremely comfortable, and the staff at Busch Gardens doesn't seem to lower them as tightly as the other parks I've visited, which allows better airtime than usual on the max swings. Once dispatched, Finnegan's Flyer starts rocking back and forth, rapidly building up speed. The first few swings don't offer any airtime, but after 30 or so seconds you reach the ride's maximum height, and that's when the real fun starts. You get 5 or 6 max swings, and these are fantastic. You levitate out of your seat for a few seconds on each swing. The airtime isn't overly strong, but the fact it's sustained while you're staring straight at the ground or the sky makes it interesting. Those visuals are what makes Finnegan's Flyer special, and that's why I always ride on the side where you're facing down the hill. The ride doesn't offer strong positive Gs, but you do get a strong sense of speed in the valleys. The ride feels considerably faster than its posted 45 mph or 72 km/h speed. Finnegan's Flyer suffers from the same issue as the other Screamin Swings though. It has a painfully short cycle. The ride is under 90 seconds in duration, and 2/3 of that time is spent either speeding up or slowing down. This is due to the capacity of the ride's compressed air tanks, limiting the ride's duration. But for a large park like Busch Gardens Williamsburg, this probably would have been necessary anyway to keep the ride's throughput high. So what would I rate Finnegan's Flyer? I would give this attraction an 8 out of 10. It is a very good flat ride. The airtime and unique positions in which you experience that airtime alone make this ride good, but I especially love the ride's placement. It makes this Screamin Swing among the best out there. Of the non-coasters at Busch Gardens Williamsburg, I do prefer Mock Tower and Escape from Pompeii, but Finnegan's Flyer probably slots in as their third best non-coaster. It is something I'll be sure to ride each visit. The only Screamin Swing I have personally ridden that I prefer is Upswingin' at Liseberg, which has a similar placement on a hill. I do need to ride the one at Glenwood Caverns though, since that one looks to be the best. Compared to the other mega pendulum rides, Screamin Swings rate closely to the Giant Frisbees for me. Giant Frisbees tend to have longer cycles, which is an advantage, but I prefer the airtime and freedom on the Screamin Swings. So those are my thoughts on Finnegan's Flyer, the S&S Screamin Swing at Busch Gardens Williamsburg. Have you been on this attraction? What are your thoughts on the Screamin Swings? I would love to hear your thoughts down in the comments. If you enjoyed this review, I'd appreciate if you gave this video a like, and you considered subscribing, because there'll be a lot more roller coaster and amusement park videos here at Canopy Coaster. Thanks for watching.